Hello and welcome to webmethods.io B2B video tutorials. In this video, we will learn what processing rule is, why do we need it, and then see how to add a processing rule with the help of a use case. Let us begin with what is processing rule. Processing rules specify how we want webmethods.io B2B to process the inbound documents and the specific actions to take after a document matches the specified criteria. For example, you might want webmethods.io B2B to execute an integration defined in that rule and then deliver the document to the receiver that is identified in the document using the receiver's preferred outbound channel. For each document that webmethods.io B2B is to process, it performs a processing rule lookup to determine which processing rule to use. It does this in the sequence of the processing rules that you specify on the processing rules page. Webmethods.io B2B matches information from the document with the criteria you specify. After webmethods.io B2B locates a matching processing rule based on the criteria, it performs the pre-processing actions you defined for that rule and then performs the actions that you specify in the matching processing rule. Now for this video, we are creating a processing rule in order to send 850 purchase order document from enterprise profile, that is ABC Medcare, to its partner, that is Cigna Hospital. Now that you know what is processing rule, let us see how to add a processing rule. To add a processing rule, on your B2B dashboard, click on Rules and then click on Add Processing Rule. Now as you can see, this gives you three options: above, below and last. This allows you to decide the sequence of your processing rule. If we select above, new rule will get executed before the existing one. If we click on below, new rule will get executed after the selected existing rule. And if we select last, new rule will get executed after all existing rules are executed and the condition is not satisfied for any of them. Now for this video, I'll choose last. Let's call this processing rule ABC Medcare underscore to Cigna Hospital underscore outbound AS2. Now click on next and fill in the required details. Sender criteria, choose selected, associate sender, ABC Medcare, and go to receiver, selected, associate receiver, Cigna Hospital, add, go to document, selected, associate document, X12, 850, add, then go to user status. Let user status and recognition error be any, and then click on next. Again click on next. Let these two options be selected, defer to business document, click on next. And now click on send an email alert. In the email to field, look for specific email address, then enter your email address. Click on add email, subject, let's say 850 purchase order, then mail body, and click on deliver document using receiver's preferred outbound channel. Click on finish. As you can see, your processing rule has been successfully created. In the next step, we will add a processing rule on a partner profile. To do so, we will follow the same process again. So go to rules and then click on add processing rule, click on last and name it. Now click on Next and then again choose your sender criteria selected, Associate Sender, ABC Medcare, Add, Receiver, selected, Associate Receiver, Cigna Hospital, Add, Document, selected, Associate Document. Look for X12 group, select it, click on Add. Now again let user status and recognition error be any, then click on Next, again Next. Let this be Defer to Business document. Now click on Next. Under Action, tick Integration, select webmethods.io integration as a callout mode. Then here select a project where your flow service is saved. For this video, I'll go with default project and then select a flow service, username associated with it, and execution mode reliable. Now why reliable? Because it allows webmethods.io B2B to automatically retry running the failed flow service by creating a task to track the completion. Now before we move ahead, let us also quickly understand the two other modes. When you select asynchronous, when a message is sent, it will not wait for any acknowledgement. When you select synchronous, when a message is sent, it will wait for acknowledgement. For this video, we will select reliable mode. And once done, click on Finish. With this, our document will be successfully routed to preferred outbound channel, that is ABC Medcare associated with partner, that is Cigna Hospital. Similarly, create a processing rule for the inbound channel. As you call an integration in webmethods.io integration, please note that it will fetch the flow service only if you enable flow service to be invoked over HTTP. Let us quickly see how to do that. Switch to webmethods.io integration with the help of App Switcher and then open the project where your flow service is saved. Go to Flow Services, select your flow service and then click on the vertical ellipsis, Overview, and then check the Enable Flow Service to be invoked over HTTP option. To give you a quick demo of how not enabling this option affects the fetching of flow service, I will close this and go to Receive 850 generic flow service, which is available on integration but is currently not being invoked and hence is not being displayed in the flow service field while creating a processing rule. So let us enable this flow service. Let's go back to B2B. As you can see, Receive 850 generic flow service is now reflecting here. Once your processing rules are in place, make sure you activate every processing rule that has been created. I hope this video helped you understand what is processing rule and how to add a processing rule. In the next video, we will see how to submit inbound and outbound transactions. So see you there.